Holy shit, dude, we did it. Phase 1 of Live Hard, complete, in the books, all done. Fucking did it, dude. Tell you what, though, I just got done at the gym. I just got a text saying that we got to hurry into the terminal for work, but, I mean, I got that as I was starting my workout, so, you know, I'm sorry I'm going to be an hour late, you know. So I get out of the workout, I get back in my car, I realize that I don't have my work boots, and I'm not about to deliver in my white Adidas shoes. I'm not about to fuck up my shoes. So now I got to go back home, get my shoes, and then I can go to work. And so that's how I'm starting Christmas Eve, dude. But the good news is I only have 84 stops today, which is insanely low for a Christmas Eve. This is the lowest I've had. This is the lowest day. It's crazy, dude. I got lucky this year, I guess. It was a very easygoing peak. So, got an easy Christmas Eve, dude. That's very exciting. I was anticipating something longer, something a little bit more, you know, because on Christmas Eve, I don't know about everybody else and every other driver's philosophy, but no matter what, every package is getting delivered on my truck. So that means if I have to call people or knock on doors and find neighbors or find some, dude, that's just what I do. Because it's Christmas Eve, dude. People order that shit, and they probably want it by a certain day so they can give it to somebody on Christmas morning, you know? And if that's all in my control. That's all in my power to make that happen. So if it costs me an extra hour or two to get 10 extra stops to people who need them, then that's worth it, dude. And that's also my job. So I take pride in that. I remember last year or 2 years ago, last year in Arizona, it was Christmas Eve. I got back to the terminal when I was done for the day. I think it was 5 o'clock. And we have this cage where we put packages that can't be delivered, whether it's a code or it's a bad address or something. But the truth is, really, you know, virtually everything is in the driver's control. There's phone numbers on the packaging. There's addresses we can look up. We can find the contact information of the individual or the business. We can make that call, find out the necessary information, and get that shit delivered. We have all the control to do that. We're not necessarily required to go that extra mile like that. You know, if it's a bad address, then it's a bad address. And, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. I believe if somebody puts the bad address on there or they don't put it correctly in there, obviously that could be a mistake. But whether or not it is or it was just, you know, just kind of overlooking or negligent or whatever, I want to make a point to the customer so that they know they put in the wrong address. And this is what happens when you put in the wrong address. You know, you don't get your package the same day. So be careful of that, because that makes for a little bit more tedious of a job for us. And yes, that's our job. That's what we signed up for. Fully aware. Thanks. Appreciate that. But it makes it a lot easier. Imagine if every single stop of the whole route was a bad address and I had to call every single customer and figure out where they actually lived. That would be a painful fucking day. And that's not what we're required to do. We're not going to do that for every stop. If it's every stop, there's a problem, you know. Anyway, it's going to be an easy day today. So that's very exciting. So, yeah, completed phase 1. Today's day 31, so there's no 31 days, just 30. So that means I'm officially done and completed with phase 1 of Live Hard. And it feels incredible, dude. And there's so much that I learned from the whole program, from phase 1, I should say. And I think this one definitely sharpened the blade so much more than 75 Hard did. I would say, for me, that phase 1 instilled more discipline, more grit, more everything into me than the whole 75 Hard program. And that could be because I failed on day 25 on the first go around of phase 1 and then started back up again and then I did 30 days. So it's about 55 days on the program. And so maybe that's why I feel like it was more beneficial for me, because 75 Hard, that was definitely the boot camp and I got a lot out of it. But you know, it's just, all right, bro, it's fucking green. Jesus, dude, people. And so, lost my train of thought. So, yeah, so 75 Hard, it was a lot more, I think, me just developing, you know, realizing what it takes, you know, and I guess dipping my feet into the water. And then when I did phase 1, I think my 3 additional tasks forced me to just always be working, always be grinding on something, because the first go around, my 3 additional tasks were record a podcast and write 2 pages, which total combined took me about an hour and a half to do. And then a stretch for 20 minutes. So if you figure in all the time it takes to transition, blah, 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 2 hours right there. And then I chose to write 10 things I'm grateful for, 7 from the current time, and then 3 from the future time. So 3 things I'm grateful for that haven't happened in my life yet. So big achievements such as maybe I got a Lamborghini, or my home, or my wife, or my kids, or my success, or my business revenue, or whatever it is. That was what I would say I was thankful for. And so that also took me about 30 minutes because I made the requirement that I had to put them in detail. I couldn't just say, oh, I'm grateful for a warm car, I'm grateful for a nice bed, I'm grateful for beanies. It wasn't like that. It was, I'm grateful for a warm car because it would suck so bad to have to walk 10 miles to work every day in the cold, not to mention how much time it would take. These cars keep me safe. There's entertainment value. There's so much, it's cool driving a nice car. You think it looks nice, whatever. I'm so thankful that I have this vehicle that gets me to and from places. I'm grateful for all the manufacturers and designers and the developers, engineers that made this possible. So I'm very thankful for my car. That'd be one. That's one. And I have 53 pages worth of gratitudes. Not pages of a book, but document pages. So 8 by 11 and a half, 8.5 by 11 and a half, or whatever the fuck it is. And so I've got that. I've got about 53 pages. Keep biting my fucking tongue. I've got 53 pages worth of gratitudes, dude. So if you don't believe me, first of all, fuck off. Why would I lie? Second of all, I'll show you. You don't believe me. But I'm not going to show you because fuck off. That's stupid. Believe me. So cumulatively, that took me about 2.5 hours to get all that shit done. And that's just the 3 additional tasks. That's not counting the double workouts, the water, the following the diet, the taking a photo, the reading, the 10 minutes of visualization, the 5-minute cold shower that I paired with an ice bath because my shower's not cold. And then, what was the other thing? I can't remember the other thing. But I failed, dude. I failed on day 25 with all that because I didn't drink the water. Well, I don't know if I didn't drink the water, but because I don't know, I can't complete the program with a clear conscience, and so therefore I failed because now I know that I completed the program. I know that I did. 100% certainty I completed it. I kicked ass. I did it the right way. And it's done. If I would have followed through with that first attempt, completed the program, that would always be on the back of my mind. Oh shit, dude, there's that one day I don't know if I drink the water, so I don't know if I did or not, dude. I'll say I did, but so I don't want that. And Andy also talks about that too. It's also in the certificate that I signed for completing 75 hard. For clarification, that I purchased. They don't send out shit. They don't need to. You don't need any of that shit. I just like having the visual reminder, the tangible possession in my hands that, hey, I did this. I'm acknowledging my own efforts, And so it's on the certificate that I signed, saying that I hereby promise that I agree to the aforementioned rules, or what. I can't remember how it's stated. It's fucking awesome though, and it's signed by Andy himself. So I failed though. And that was an eye-opener, I did all that shit every day, 25 days, and I failed. And I thought, holy fuck, dude, that sucks, gotta do it again. And here's the cool part about all that. When I started up round 2 of phase 1 that I just completed yesterday, or this morning technically, my 3 additional tasks for this round were the same thing for gratitudes, except I only did 8, but they were more specific. So it was 2 people that I'm grateful for, whether that's friends, family, random people I don't know, people I've never seen, So that could be a delivery driver, that could be Andy Frizzell, that could be my mom, that could be my friends. And then 2 items, or places, or objects, or things, tangible objects I'm thankful for. So a toaster, or the gym, or cars, or beanies, and everything I just said. Yeah, I said I was grateful for. I'm wearing a fucking Santa hat right now. It's pretty much a beanie. Keeps my ears warm, dude. This shit rocks. And so 2 people, 2 items, and then 2 things of myself that I'm grateful for. So that could be my nice, dude. That could be my ability to do this or that, or it could be my discipline, or it could be my green eyes, could be I like my smile, or things like that. Could be whatever. And so that forced me to think about things that I'm grateful for and see the positive in my own self, which I've always struggled with that. And then I did 2 things from the future. So those would be, like I've said earlier, things that were that are in the future, such as me owning a Lamborghini, or having a nice home, or having 2 commas in my bank account, or shit, even 3, or even 4, maybe even 5 or 6. I'm gonna be the first quadrillionaire, bro. Mark my word. Just kidding. What do you even do with $1 quadrillion, dude? Solve all the world's issues? And then you would still have 500 trillion, you know? That's crazy. Anyway, so it was the gratitudes, and then one of them was wake up in the morning within 5 minutes of my alarm going off, and that meant I had to be out of bed. And usually my bed was made if I got out of bed. So alarm goes off, I have 5 minutes to get out of bed or I fail. And so I got out of bed, 5 minutes, and I would make my bed, and then I could do whatever after that. I could lay back down on my bed and start reading. I could lay back down on my bed and, well, I don't mean lay back down on my bed, go to sleep. It was more like get up, get ready, and once everything's going, I got maybe my shoes on or something, I'm able to lay down again. It's not like the bed's lava, I can't touch the fucking bed. And that was a huge win for me, because I'd always been such a slave to that nice, cozy, comfortable bed. And forcing myself to get out of bed in the morning, first of all, required so much discipline for me, but it also kickstarted my day. It was great, dude. I got to work on time, I got to gym on time, finish all my shit. It wasn't in a rush most days. It was just great. It forced me out of bed, I got on my feet, and it kind of made me open my eyes to the fact that sitting in bed is such a waste of time, dude. Yes, it feels good, but when you force yourself out of bed, I think for me, I realized that sitting in bed is just it just does nothing. It's wasting time. You're not doing anything. If you get out of bed, immediately start moving, turn the lights on, you're going to wake up. Melatonin or whatever it is, I can't remember, is going to flood out of your body, because that's I think that's what Huberman says, right? If you wake up in the middle of the night, try to keep the lights off. Try to keep it at a certain level, because too much light exposure can get rid of the melatonin levels, which makes it so it's harder to go back to sleep. Something like that. And so when I wake up, boom, lights go on, lamp goes on, bathroom brightness, because I have an adjustable light in my bathroom, which is pretty sweet, courtesy of my uncle. And so usually I'd have that all the way down, but I blast that shit because I want to wake up. And it kind of sucks, because it's super bright, but forced me to wake up. And it was, okay, I'm going way too long on about this, but forced me to wake up. Getting out of bed within 5 minutes was such a hack. So the gratitude's waking up. And the third thing was working on my business, and that included writing a social media post and then researching one ingredient. And then if there's anything else that I wanted to do, I had to declare it and write it down, and that's what I did. So most of the time it was just researching one ingredient, writing down some facts, some drawbacks, some controversial studies, whatever, the dosage amount required for whatever result you're looking for, and then when to take it. And that was that for the ingredients. Sometimes it took me, 10, 20 minutes. Other times it took me up to 45 minutes just trying to find quality shit. Because I think I told this story already, but I found this one ingredient I was looking into, I was reading it had a lot of promising things, and then I get to the bottom of the article, and it had all these studies linked and shit, but I got to the bottom of the article, and it said this article is sponsored by the company name, and the company name was the company who patented this particular ingredient. So probably a lot of bias in there. They're selling something, so they want to make you, so I take that shit with a grain of salt, man, So I try to find the good shit. I might not have found the best, but I learned a lot. There's 30 ingredients that I looked up. There's carnitine, tyrosine, creatine, betaine, beta-alanine. There's a lot of this shit that I already know about, but actually diving deep into it and finding out the facts of each individual ingredient and potential drawbacks and required dosages, it's an eye-opener. There's a lot of shit out there that I didn't know, and now I do know, and it's very cool. And I definitely will keep learning and forcing myself to grow that way. So yeah, and then writing a social media post, that was that. And then, believe it or not, with all the shit that I had going on in the day, when I would finish all this stuff, I'd already be 30 minutes past my bedtime, almost every time. And it was frustrating because I just wanted to work on shit that I wanted to work on. So with the business, I wanted to actually start designing stuff. I wanted to start using Excel, drafting up some projections, some marketing plans, some ideas, doing rough outlines and drafts and shit for a bit. I hate when people turn left and they cut that shit way too goddamn close, dude. Stay in your fucking lane, man. Oh, I just want to hit one time, dude. Is that illegal? Not illegal. Am I going to get penalty? Am I going to get fucked for that? If I'm in the left turn lane, in my lane, but this person cuts into it, but I keep going because it's my lane? Do I get in trouble for that or do they? Because goddamn, dude, it bothers me. I'm actually going to pause. I just pulled into work. So I'm going to resume here in a minute. Oh, I didn't go home and get my shoes. I'm a fucking idiot. Dude, I didn't go home and get my shoes. All right, well, I'm going to have to go home in the truck, get my shoes. God damn it. All right, pause. All right, I'm driving now, so if it's loud and shitty, I apologize. But that's what you get right now. So putting you in my pocket, so hopefully the quality's a little bit better. So it's a little bit harder for me to keep my train of thought going when I splice it up like this, and I have to end something mid-thought. So if I repeat myself, I apologize. It's a bummer that this is an episode, I guess, that I wanted to talk a lot about everything, and it's going to be kind of shit quality. But I'll redo it. Don't worry. In the future, we'll get that going. I don't know. But anyway, so I think I was talking about. I'm so pissed off with this road, man. I think I was talking about how I didn't have one day. I had one day off, I believe. I think one day I called in sick, right? And then the other day I had... What did I have? Was it just one day off that I had? Because I called in? For fuck's sake, man, the goddamn sun. I'm driving at such an angle that it's always peeping through and going right into my eyes. Yeah, I can't remember how many days. I think it was just a one day off because every other day I was working FedEx in Hill Air Force Base, so I was working every day. And so, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pissed off. I forgot what I was saying, and now the sun's in my face, and I'm driving and it's loud. And I'm pissed off because the quality shit probably, so fuck it. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep this in here just so you guys know what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna come back probably after work because goddamn. All right, talk to you in a minute. Just got off work. Goddamn. I know that I was pissed off earlier, or at least. Well, I don't know if it sounded that way, but I was. I hate just that small tedious shit. If I'm trying to do something, my hand gets bumped or something, and I can't grab the thing. If I'm trying to, for example, if I'm trying to navigate on maps or something like that, and I can't because the road bumpy and it's making instantly just furious. Not furious as in I'm about to punch somebody and murder somebody, but just if I get in a car accident, I would literally say, well, that sucks, dude. But if my belt loop snags on a doorknob, I'm burning the place down, dude. And that's kind of how it is for me. So anyway, pretty sure what I was talking about was I only had one day off. So yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of the time here, I'm just kind of firing off whatever. I need to finish the thought before I move on to the next thing. That's what I got to do. Can't just be stopping midway through. That's what I'm going to do from now on. But phase one was great, dude. Taught me a lot. And I don't think I said this. If I did, I apologize. But so through the second round of phase one, I did the wake up within 5 minutes, the gratitudes, and then the work on the business. And I kind of kept the previous ones too. I kept the stretching, but I only did 10 minutes. And this is not part of the Live Hard program. It's just part of, I want to keep on doing it. So I did the stretching for 5 to 10 minutes per day. And then I did record a podcast. So record a podcast was in the first one, but not in the second one. But I still did that. I'm still committing to that, you know. Sorry, it's hot as shit in this fucking car, dude. Also, it's not even 1 o'clock. I'm headed home from
FedEx. That's great. That's the easiest peak season I've ever had in my entire life, out of all three of them. It's great. What the fuck is my phone doing, bro? Dude, I swear if this motherfucker's connected to the goddamn... Holy shit, it is, bro.
So as you just heard, fuck the Bluetooth. Dude, today, what a great episode, man. God damn. I'm going to repeat everything I just said because the quality is so ass. Because for some reason, when I connect to my car's Bluetooth, it just has no idea how to... Holy Lord, it gets me mad. I'm going to repeat a little bit what I said because that was shit. I'm not even going to cut it out because I'll leave it in, dude. I kept the previous tasks from the first round of phase 1 in the second round of phase 1, but they didn't count for Live Hard. I just wanted to keep on doing them because I know they're important. And that was stretching for 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes per day. And then recording this podcast, that was another one. So along with doing phase 1 of Live Hard, I was doing additional tasks per day. So the 10 minutes stretching, which, you know, on paper, who get 10 minutes, bro? Stop crying, you know? And then I had to record the podcast, which was 20 minutes minimum, up to, you know, I think the longest one we've had is an hour, almost an hour. So all the additional time there spent just grinding shit out, dude. And nobody's even listening, dude. We have a total of 1 listener in the past 7 days, as of this morning, according to the analytics. So we got 1 person. So that means at one point I had 8 people listening, and now we're back down to 0. So I must have had 1 episode that the title was more attractive or something, because there's no other reason why somebody would listen to the show. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody gives a fuck what I got going on because I haven't done anything. So why would they listen, you know? So yeah, dude, I'm doing all of this, and no one's listening. And no, I haven't told anybody about the show, so I can't expect anybody to. But if I'm being real with myself, even if I did start telling everybody, and I posted every single episode, every single day that I record one, I don't think that I would even have any more followers, dude. Or any more listeners. But who knows? I mean, we'll see it here in 35 episodes. So that's pretty crazy to think about. It's also, I think I ended the episode the other night saying that it was 1 episode, but it was actually another. So this is 66. Yesterday's was 65, I believe. I could be wrong again, actually. Okay, anyway. So yeah, I had a lot going on, and so it taught me just how much shit I can squeeze out of the lemon, you know? There's really so much that I can do on a day-to-day basis, and now that I know that I'm capable of doing it all, like every single day, and of course, it's exhausting, I guess. Hold on, I don't think it's exhausting. Why did I say that? I don't think it's exhausting. I do think it is... I don't know what the word is. Nothing that I was doing was exhausting. The only thing that made me feel exhausted was when I didn't sleep well. And that's when I called in to work that one day, and I went home and slept for 4 hours. And so I don't think I was even feeling like being burnt out either. I mean, I worked every single day. I was working 2 jobs at 60-hour weeks, roughly, you know. That's very hard work on the weekends for FedEx. Everyone else is taking a chill pill, relaxing, doing nothing. I'm out there running packages to doors, driving a big-ass truck, running door to door. And so, again, I take pride in that. No one else is doing that. I'm proud of myself for that shit. So I had 1 day off the entire time. That's badass, dude. And so that combined with all the shit I'm doing, I don't feel like I was burnt out. If I had to do another 30 days of this, then I would do it. And I would do my best to complete it, you know? I mean, I pretty much did everything I'm doing now for almost 2 months straight. I did 25 days on, and then I think I had a week off when I failed, and then I went back on. And so, yeah, dude. So what I'm trying to say here is there's a lot of juice you can squeeze out of the lemon. I just had very empowering moment just right now. I did all of that for 2 months, and I still feel great. I don't feel burnt out. I don't feel any kind of dread or any kind of fuck all this is stupid. I don't feel that at all, dude. I'm proud of myself. Holy fuck, that's awesome. That's cool as shit, dude. I didn't even think about that. Not once during the whole program did I say, wow, fuck this. Why am I doing this for? Who gives a shit? I never had that thought, dude. I just realized I never once thought that. That's cool, man. So there you go. So there's a little insight into my mentality there. I'm not dreading literally anything. Working 2 jobs, doing all this extra shit, working out twice a day, not dreading any part of it, not feeling like, oh man, that sucks, I can't. Dude, that's cool. Feels like I'm on the right path. Like my headspace is just perfect. It's perfectly aligned with what I'm going for in life. That's cool. Damn, that's a good feeling. Okay, anyway. Anyway, here's what's crazy. So I woke up, like I said, had the cinnamon bread, which was good. I walk into work and they had some sugar cookies on the table. And my first thought, and this is cool, I'm proud of myself for feeling this. So my first thought was, oh man, we're better than that shit. And I thought, you know what, dude, we just did pretty much 60 days of phase 1. It's Christmas. Have a good time, man. You just fucking earned an iPhone. Let loose for today and tomorrow. Get back on that shit on Tuesday. Let's just have a good time. Acknowledge your accomplishments, right? And so I did. And I had a cookie, and it made me sick, and the cookie tasted like shit. And so, yeah, that sucks. But then I went to the gas station. Okay, here's the other thing. So I had a completely different route today. I went to a completely different area, one that I don't really like doing, but it was fine. It's a pretty route, but the route itself sucks. And because I went a completely different way, completely different route, completely different way of doing things from the start, I didn't go to the gas station. I didn't grab my protein bars, my energy. I didn't do anything. So I started delivering the route, not having done shit. I had nothing. Didn't even go to the bathroom, A little of a morning ritual before delivering the day wasn't there, and I didn't do that. And it's crazy. So why I'm sharing that is because it's crazy how quick just not doing your routine can throw you way off the mark. I mean, I didn't even go home and get my boots. I just said, fuck it, dude. We'll just deliver in my white ass shoes, and a dog with dirty ass paws stepped on it. So that's awesome. We got dirty white shoes now. That's great. But whatever, dude. Who gives a shit? But it's crazy how just one little thing in the morning or one little adjustment in your routine can change the entire trajectory of your day. And so as a result of that, I went to the gas station, got my shit. It was on route, which kind of saved me time a little bit. I didn't have to go off route, but got my shit. And I still haven't eaten it all. Usually I would have all my shit eaten and consumed, whatever, by the time that I start heading home. And today was an early day, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, one day off the program and one tiny change in my adjustment in my routine kind of threw me off. So it's just an eye opener, dude. How quickly you can just go back into your old easy ways, And that's another thing that I was thinking about. I was driving to work this morning, and I thought, okay, so I'm doing all this hard shit now. A lot of people are living a good life right now. A lot of people they got it easy. And what I mean by that is they go to work, they come home, they order takeout, have some yummy food, just watch TV. They don't do shit. They have nothing to worry about. They're not disciplining themselves. They're not working hard. They're not challenging themselves or placing themselves in uncomfortable situations to grow. They're not doing any of that. So it's easy as fuck right now for them. But later on, dude, they're going to be fat fucks. They're not going to be intelligent people. They're not going to be educated in whatever they're doing. They're not going to really know what the fuck's going on as far as growth and why they're sick all the time and why they feel like shit and why, it's just my old age, why they don't have money or, so that's going to be hard as fuck for them. But right now, it's opposite. Right now, I'm choosing to put myself in these uncomfortable situations and push myself and grow. Take a goddamn ice bath every single day, work out twice a day, every day, work 2 jobs when I don't even have to work 1, I'm fine. Hate that I said right there. Fuck that bullshit, dude. I'm better than that. I want to get better at speaking, dude. I hate that I sound that way. Man, we'll get there. But I'm choosing the hard path now. And so later on, I feel like the ROI there, return on investment, in case you don't know, I feel like the ROI there is just going to be 1,000-fold, dude. I'm going to have it's hard right now, but is it really hard though? I mean, societally speaking, if that's a word, speaking, yeah, I guess this is hard, but I love it. I'm genuinely proud and thrilled to be doing the shit that I'm doing every day. I'm gonna go home and actually take an ice bath, and I don't have to do an outdoor workout, and that's probably the one thing that I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do double workouts, and it's definitely not gonna be outdoors if it doesn't have to be. Well, I mean, I don't know actually about that part, but not doing double workouts. I'm gonna come home, probably take an ice bath. That's probably gonna be my new routine. Shower, all that shit, and then I'm gonna have the rest of the day to get all my shit done, and that's cool. That's a cool feeling, because the outdoor workout definitely was good. Brought me a lot of clarity, peace of mind, gave me a lot of time to think and listen to music or podcasts or audio, whatever. But definitely not going to be doing that. And that's part of the Year 95 program that I plan on doing. Whatever the name of that program is going to be, that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, so it's cool. Lost my train of thought there. But yeah, dude, phase 1 is done. Learned a lot. Happy with the results. I haven't even compared photos because I really don't even care about the physical transformation. I wish there was a way to compare. If there was some kind of statistic or something you could plug into your brain and see your stats, see how disciplined you are, see your stamina, your grit, your resilience, your fortitude, all that shit, and then compare it to where I am now. Because it's like I maxed out a RuneScape account overnight, dude. It's like I got 99 everything almost. It's how it feels. And I know I'm not, but it's how it feels, dude. Just the physical's great, I guess. And I have the confidence that I think I used to, which is great. But my discipline and my mental it's just the best that it's ever been in my entire life. And I can say that confidently without a doubt, for sure. I'm the most disciplined and mentally clear that I've ever been in my life. And that's all due to working my ass off every day and doing the hard shit, placing myself in uncomfortable situations, doing shit that I don't want to do every day, That's definitely helped me grow a lot. So, and before I say another word, let's make sure this is still recording. Okay, it is. I would have thrown my phone out the window if it was not recording. And that would have been my phone. I would have just... Also, yeah, I set up my phone today, so I'm now with AT&T. Don't know if that's private information and if I'm supposed to say that in public like that, but I don't know what you can do with my shit. But yeah, got that switched over, got the new phone, we're good. That was my reward for completing phase 1. Oh yeah. So, that's what I was going to say. I went to the gas station, got my shit earlier, and then I actually got a Reese's Christmas tree, and I ate that and was sick. And now I'm turned off for sugar again. I'd rather just have... No homo. I'd rather have a lot of meat, I'd rather have some kind of filling whole foods. Just, I don't know. It was the first time in 2 months that I had really anything sugary, I guess, like that. Kind of. And I'm sick, dude. So I want to go home and eat some chicken and rice or something, dude. I don't know. But that's all I have to say right now. I'm about home anyway, so that's great. But yeah, dude, delivered all my packages. I'm on my way home now. It's 1 o'clock, so I'm going to have time to spend with family. And what I'm going to do is take the rest of the day and tomorrow to just spend with family and not do shit with anything that I got going on. Well, I say that, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go home and still do stuff. I mean, I woke up this morning, went to the gym and read still. I didn't have to do that, but I think I would feel really kind of discouraged if I didn't do those things, because those things that I'm doing are what's responsible for my happiness and self-fulfillment now. So not doing them probably wouldn't make me feel too good. And so anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Completed phase 1. We're done. I'm very proud of myself. I'm so happy that I didn't give up. In some ways I'm happy I failed, because that's just more time that I needed to get better and sharpen the blade and everything like that. So here we are. Phase 1 is done. Christmas Eve, got all my packages delivered. Well, most of them. Some people just, it is what it is, dude. Get you next year, huh? And then, yeah, dude. So, am I going to record a podcast tomorrow? Yeah, because I made that commitment for 100. So, I don't know when or how, but tomorrow I will get a show out there. and it's not a FedEx day, so I do have to sit down and do it. So at some point I'll be doing it, and so that's kind of, I'm already upset at the fact that I'm probably not going to get to bed on time tomorrow because I have to see a lot of people, friends, or a lot of family, not friends, a lot of family. Not going to have time to really do much because I'll be with everybody. So anyway, that's all that I have to say right now. I'll definitely be back before I go to bed. So,
All right, guys. So the rest of my night is going to be spent with my family, watching Christmas movies, having a good time, and just appreciating the family and the quality time and all that. So not going to have any time later to record anything, so I'm doing it now again in my car. I also listened to it a little bit, and this whole episode has been recorded on the iPhone 15 Pro Max.
yeah, dude, holy fuck, my car, man. I just fixed it. And it's funny, I was talking about the quality, but I listened to it earlier, and the quality sounds really good. And this is the new 15 Pro Max. I think the quality sounds better because I'm just in my car right now. The phone's mounted to my dash right now with the magnet, and it sounds a lot better. So maybe it's I don't know. So anyway, that's just one. But anyway, I'm not gonna be doing much else tonight other than spending time with family. I'm repeating myself because the quality was shit. I'm just gonna take in the now, appreciate the now, appreciate the time I had with my family, watch the Polar Express, have a good time with Christmas, eat a lot of treats, have a good time, and that's what I'm gonna do. And so this would be the only time that I would have to record anything. And so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, man, so already talked about it, but completed phase 1, 75 or day, phase 1. So I gotta wait 30 days till I can start phase 2. That would be January 22nd, I believe, that I could start it. I think, and I don't know if I'm gonna start it on that day or when I'll start. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited to see now, with all the extra time that I'll have. Well, it's not even that much extra time. Maybe an extra hour and a half, 2 hours per day. Maybe. I'm interested to see how I do, because now I got all that time to dedicate towards shit that I want to do. So I'm going to be real intentional with my goals and what I got to get done for the day. And I think as soon as Christmas is over, meaning, the 26th of December, I think I'm going to start doing my year 95 program. And I'm going to see how well I do in that last week. And I'm going to take this last week of the year after Christmas, because Christmas and New Year's are both on Mondays, which is cool. And take this last week, I'm going to get crystal clear on a lot of my goals and write down a lot of what I want to change about myself. And I'm going to start immediately. When I write it down, that's when I'm going to start. There's no sense in waiting till a magical date or magical number in this imaginary calendar thing that we created. There's no reason to wait until one of those numbers is a different number on a specific day. It's nice to start on a Monday or nice to start on the 1st. And by the way, this is the first year in 5 years or so that Monday, that January 1st, it's the first day that January 1st will be on a Monday. So not only are you starting on a new week, but you're starting on a new year and a new month, all that shit, New week, new year, new month. And so the next time it'll happen will be 2029. So there's something to keep in mind if you are dead set on changing your entire life on the 1st, if that's the magic date for you, So, yeah, I'm going to take this last week here. I'm going to get crystal clear on my goals, write down everything that I want to do, everything I want to change, and I'm going to start immediately, and I'm going to make this shit happen. And I'm going to commit to doing year 95. I think that's what I'm going to call it, because my goal is to complete the year on a 95% execution rate of all the shit that I got to do. I don't know the rules. I don't know how I'm going to lay it out specifically. I'm not sure yet. But I am going to, this is what I was going to say. I'm going to run it, and if there's something that needs to be changed, then I'm going to change it. And I'm going to adjust, and I'm going to figure out what works and what's not working, and give it a go. Because there's no reason to try to have this be perfect the first time I do it. I'm sure I'm going to change it as the year progresses and figure out what's, But yeah, man, I'm really hyped with the whole idea of, measuring from 1 year to the next year, 365 days. How much progress can I make? How much can I change? How much can I get done? because I got more done. I mean this, dude. I get more done in one day now than I did my entire time in Colorado, which was 4 months. And I went to the, hear me out, I went to the gym maybe 5 times in Colorado. I never recorded a podcast. I never did any kind of outdoor workout. I never took a progress photo. Never read. I never did an ice bath. I took cold showers though, so that's good. I never drank a gallon of water intentionally. I mean, with FedEx, you drink your shit ton, but I never did any of that. So now what I'm doing in one day is literally more than anything that I've done in Colorado. And you can even say a whole week that what I'm doing now is more than my entire time spent in St. George and Arizona. Maybe I don't know, if we're being generous here, a month of what I'm doing now was more than 2 years spent away, you know, and so that's a really cool thought. It makes me think if I double down what I'm doing now, go all in, just work, grind, get that shit done, how far I'll be on January 1st, 2025. And that's kind of what I'm interested in doing right now. I'm interested in accomplishing this big thing because I've been doing a lot of things in these spurts of 75 days, right? And then 100 days with the podcast, and then 30 days with phase 1. And there's all these streaks going. And obviously it came to an end today because I had some sweets and shit. But there's power in that. And I've done 75 days. I've done 30 days. I'm about to do 100 days of the podcast. So what's that times 3 for 365? I can do that for a year. That's easy, right? Should be. Just a matter of committing to the shit I got to do and doing it. And that's it. And so I want to get really intentional with what I got to get done, set deadlines, be really proactive in what I say I'm going to do. Instead of saying I need to design instead of saying I need to design a social media post for my business, instead of saying a really broad statement like that, I'm going to say I need to design 5 social media posts by midnight tonight, and they all have to have captions, and I have to get that done. And I'm not going to set unrealistic things, expectations, saying, well, I got to write 105 social media posts in the next hour, or otherwise I fail the day, you know. So I'm just going to get really, really specific, really intentional, and get this shit done, work hard. I actually hate talking about all this because I haven't done anything yet, and I want to do it before I start talking about it. It's a really powerful feeling being able to talk about 75 hard and now phase 1 and working every single day and do blah, 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 knowing that I've done it and I'm not just talking out the side of my ass, you know. So I'm actually not even going to talk about that anymore until I start doing something. So, yeah. I'm actually really insecure about sharing my goals and ambitions to people because I don't care what they have to say. I don't want to hear what they have to say. I want to be able to say, hey, I recorded 100 podcast episodes and nobody listened to a single one, and I'm still going to go because I'm committed to this and I'm going to make it happen. That sounds and is proof that I'm committed, as opposed to, I'm going to record 100 podcasts. I'm going to start on Monday though. So it's kind of where my mind's at with that. And I just had a thought. So if Andy started doing daily podcasts like this, just documenting every single thing, and he started at the beginning of his journey, which was 25 years ago in business, 25 years times 365 would be 472, 70, 88, 89, 78. I think it's how many podcasts. I'm going to pause and check. 89, 78, is that right? Hold on. 25 years times 365. Let me check. Bro, I was way the fuck off. I just checked. It's 9,125. So to think that I would be at 9,125 episodes is mind-blowing to me. 9,125 if I record one little day in the life, or not day in the life, little documentation of the journey through what I got going on. I would have 9,100, Andy would have 9,125 episodes. And people like Ed Milet, who have been doing this for 30, 35 years, and then we got who's someone else? Just Warren Buffett, probably been doing this for 70. I don't know how old he is. 80 years or 90, maybe 60 years. So times that, so it would be almost 20,000 episodes. And if I'm just now discovering that, I'm not going to go back and listen to all 20,000 episodes. Probably not. But the fact that it's done and it's all documented and it's all there, and hopefully by that time the creator, so me or Andy or Warren in these examples, they would have timestamps, we'll call them, for every episode. So if you want to learn about how I designed this first thing, listen to episode 1205 all the way to 1015. If you want to learn, you want to hear about my first experience with how I got fucked with business, listen to episode 1 through 2000, shit like that. So that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But, I guess if there's 10,000 episodes and they're all less than 10 minutes, I'd be more inclined to listen to more, because you could do 6 a day. You could listen to all of them. Man, that's so much time. If you listen to 10 a day, that's crazy, but you could listen to it a year and a half, right? That's nuts. So yeah, I guess it's not practical to want to go back and listen to 10,000 episodes, but that's just the whole idea, to have it all documented, all there. Anybody who's anybody can go and listen to my journey, listen to what I did, listen to what I went through, and see if they can relate, and maybe it's a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it. And if anything else, I'm getting in the reps right now. I'm getting better, slowly but surely, at communicating, at conversing, and so yeah, I guess there's always a good, there's always a positive that you can get from something like this. So, even the fact that I'm sitting here talking on my phone, which sounds so stupid, but I'm sitting here talking on my phone. I'm at a traffic stop. I got people to both sides of me. I'm not freaking out, thinking that, they're going to think I'm talking to somebody, or that I'm talking to myself and not somebody, which if I was on the phone, I wouldn't care. So it's all in my head. See, this guy's inching up on me on my right. He's probably looking at me. Do I give a fuck right now? No, I don't give a fuck right now. But, windows are up. I'm kind of hiding behind my glass here. But, yeah, anyway. So, guys, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. I hope whenever you're listening to this, maybe it is near Christmas. I don't know. But as of this present time, we have no listeners. Nobody's listening to the show. But I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody who's listening. Merry Christmas to all your friends, all your family, whatever. I hope everybody has an incredible holiday. And I hope everybody gets to eat a lot of good-ass food, spend some time with some loved ones and all that shit. So Merry Christmas to you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your dog, everything from the bq.POV Daily Podcast. Love you all. Thank you so much for listening. All 0 of you. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you tomorrow on Christmas. And again, today is December 24th, 2023. See you guys later.